Like beneath the basal membrane, you would have some connective tissue, whereas that's epithelial. All right, there are some other epithelial tissues that you wouldn't think, other connective tissues that you wouldn't think are connective tissues. But because the cells are spaced widely apart.
It's upside down.
Okay, maybe that's better, so that way you can read the name on it. Yep. You're right. Yep.
Does it look like a...
This is bone tissue, okay, which is a connective tissue. All right, a bullseye, ant at a picnic, whatever comes to your mind, okay? But these black staining things are the actual bone cells called osteocytes. And the bone cells synthesize and secrete the extracellular material of bone. One of the key components of this are calcium phosphates and stuff that makes limestone, makes rock, okay? And so the bones really do have substances like rock making up the bones. Now, bone is living tissue, so even though the matrix is real hard, still these cells have to get their nutrients and their oxygen. And the nutrients and things will be delivered by blood vessels and nerves. Nerves won't deliver the nutrients, but the nerves that can signal pain if a bone is broken, they come through these little aversion canals, these little circles that run and bend the bone. And so the blood vessels will bring nutrients, and then they're like little crevices, little canals, called little canals, canaliculi. You can kind of see these lines going like that. That's how nutrients and things diffuse to the bone cells. Okay. Another connective tissue. Notice how far apart the cells are. Notice how distinct the extracellular material is. The difference between bone and cartilage will be the smoothness of the epithelial tissues. Okay, I would have to show you hyaline cartilage under the microscope when we get to it. Blood is a connective tissue. Kind of funny thinking of blood at all as being a tissue. But blood is one of the few tissues that's not stationary. It flows. And it flows so that it can carry out its job. What kind of?
Not there. In front of you. That one, yeah. That's a basophil or neutrophil?
No, it's not a basophil. It looks like probably a neutrophil. Yep. This would be a lymphocyte.
There you go.
Okay, and of course, everybody knows what all of these are. These are red blood cells, or erythrocytes. You're going to have to identify all 7 formed elements. Another name for formed elements would be blood cells, except there's one formed element called the platelets that in mammals are fragments of a cell. That's why we didn't call the whole thing blood cells, okay, but formed elements. So these are platelets, much smaller than the red blood cells that are everywhere. All right, and the white blood cells will be bigger than the red blood cells. And you will have to identify 5 different types of white blood cells according to the color of their cytoplasm, according to the shape of their nucleus. All right. And we're going to get to all of that when we get to identifying blood. Okay, so the final tissue that you're gonna be exposed to today, and it's gonna take weeks of you practicing these to get comfortable with these. But the final kind of tissue, no, it's not the final. The next type of tissue is gonna be muscle tissue.